Vegas has Golden State favored as of now. I'm a little surprised that Golden State's so heavily favored as a 7/2. I feel like Houston has played Golden State very well this season. We just saw a couple weeks ago what Amen Thompson did to Stephen Curry, harassing him all game, holding him to only 3 points, super inefficient. And with Houston and Udoka's defense and the amount of bodies they can throw at Stephen Curry, my guess is we're going to see a hell of a lot of tension at Stephen Curry.
I appreciate you clicking that link. Let's get right into it. What gives for the number 7 Golden State Warriors to be favored over the number 2 Houston Rockets? That's a question many sports bettors and sports fans are pondering right now. And according to Kevin O'Connor on the Kevin O'Connor Show, as the NBA playoffs approach, one of the most surprising storylines has been the betting odds favoring the 7-seeded Golden State Warriors over the 2nd-seeded Houston Rockets. On the most recent episode of the Kevin O'Connor Show, guest Barahini and host Kevin O'Connor examined the playoff matchup, why odds makers are favoring Golden State and whether the Warriors deserve that status. The odd makers believe in the Warriors, but should they? While playoff intensity and game planning do tend to favor experienced teams, and that might explain why, Golden State is a -90 favorite to win the series at BetMGM. Barahini suggests that Houston's defense versatility and depth might give it more than a puncher's chance, especially when it comes to slowing Steph Curry. I'm a little surprised that Golden State's so heavily favored as a 7/2. Barahini says, I feel like Houston has played Golden State very well this season, but a number of reasons for the Warriors' favorite status are laid out. Their reputation for playoff poise, the clutch brilliance of Curry and now Jimmy Butler, and their much improved defense since acquiring Butler mid-season. You have a guy, Curry, who you can rely on every single time, O'Connor says. I think this will be one of those series where every game is going to go down to the wire. Every game is going to be very close. There's a certain comfort in betting on established champions, especially in late game situations. The Rockets' case, their defense, their depth, and their matchups. The discussion didn't shy from the reasons to be bullish on the Rockets either. Houston finished the year as one of the NBA's best defenses, with plenty of size. Their disruptive perimeter players. Barahini specifically mentions Thomas as someone who has shut the water off on Steph in previous matchup, and Houston's team defense is capable of supporting his big man on the perimeter, unlike some of Golden State's previous opponents. O'Connor also highlights Houston's rebounding advantage. If you look at the way those Sengun and Adams lineups perform, the reason that thing works offensively is because they generate so many offensive rebounds, O'Connor says. They crash the glass. With Golden State's relative lack of size on the interior, this presents a crucial potential swing factor. Is experience everything, though? What tips the scale for those picking the Warriors, according to O'Connor and Barahini, is the question of late game offense and experience. Golden State have thrived in the clutch this season, while Houston, for all its defensive prowess, has struggled to create clean looks and score consistently in fourth quarters. I just trust Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler more than I do Jalen Green or Sengun or Fred VanVleet, O'Connor says. Prediction. It's closer than the odds suggest. While O'Connor picks the Warriors in 7 and Barahini slightly favors Houston in 6, it's going to be a closer matchup than many believe. I think people are discrediting the Rockets a little bit too much, O'Connor says. Both agree that Houston might be underrated, not just for its defense and rebounding, but also for its potential to disrupt Golden State's offensive flow with its physical style. So the odd makers is not confident with the Rockets due to lack of experience. Golden State been there, done that. We all seen Golden State history, and they're one of the best franchises in NBA. And I kind of agree. Houston Rockets did have a great year this year. They still young. Jalen Green, he's very inconsistent. Those of you that are sports bettors, y'all know this. But everybody know the playoff is different. Every game is going to be a challenge because you learn from the last game and you zero in on the mistakes. And can Jalen Green handle different changes made against him from game to game to key in on his weaknesses? So I don't know. I think they need one more player. They need like a Kevin Durant on the Rockets next year. They should try to get him in the offseason. They'll be ready then next year. Maybe Kevin Durant getting older, and I don't know, he just don't have that will to win no more, I guess I should say. But I can see why Golden State is picked to be the favorite. Jimmy Butler came towards the end of the season, and he's playing phenomenal basketball. What they just did, him and Steph Curry just did against the Grizzlies in the play-in game was out of this world. And I think Golden State they can win it all. They got the tools to win it all. I don't know if they are, but they one of them teams that can sneak up in there and win it all. So I definitely understand why they favorites over the Rockets, and I think it'd be Golden State. I say in 6. Golden State in 6. But let me know in the comment section what you think. Who you think gonna win the series? How many games you think they're gonna win it in? And why do you think they got Golden State favored to win in the sports betting world? It's your boy Dizzle. I'm out. Peace.